All right. It is Monday morning. Let's go steal from the poor. Let's go. All right, we're going to head into Smarm. It's bright. My future's bright. Let's go steal. Okay, I was only able to find one thing. Well, there's always more things I'm probably missing, but this is a pretty cool collaboration with Adidas. It's the Daniel Patrick. They're like a pair of joggers or running pants. I picked them up for, with tax, $6.58. And it's about a 50% sell-through rate, but I think if I price it low enough, because everything on there is $35-ish, if I price them maybe $28, I could probably sell them a little quicker, and it's a good margin for me, so I'll take that. So we're going to try Goodwill. Let's go in there and see what we can find. Hopefully some better luck than this last one. All right, so today was somewhat successful. I guess it all depends on what successful is to you when you're outsourcing. But for me, at the beginning, I was pretty let down. I went to the Smarm, picked up one thing, went to Goodwill, nothing, went to our Carm, which is super high priced, but did find some things. We'll go over that. Went to another small thrift store, and that's where I kind of got the bulk of what I ended up finding. And then I went to another Goodwill, nothing. So it's just one of those days. At least I did good at the other thrift store, but I'll show you what I got today. These are all higher sell-through rate items. There's a few that are questionable, but the majority of everything is 50% sell-through rate or higher. I spent a total of $85. I don't know how many items I had, so we'll figure that out as we go through here. I already kind of showed it in the video, but we'll do it again. Oh, there's money falling. It's a pair of these Adidas joggers, but they're the Daniel Patrick collaboration. So, see, I don't know if you guys can see those. It's the royal blue, Daniel Patrick on the side. Sell-through rate's pretty decent, 50% or greater. Even if it's a hair under 50%, they sell between $30 to $40. So I could price it, just below 30, and probably that sell-through rate becomes a little quicker if you're the cheaper one. So, and then I went to the Goodwill and nothing. Then I went out to the Carm, and like I said, I didn't find a lot, but I found a few things. And I spent there, like I said, a total of $85, but $54 of it was at that Carm. And what I'll do is take that 85 and just divide it by how many pieces I have and just work an average. So I picked up this Travis Matthews quarter zip shirt. This one's questionable in my opinion. Travis Matthews has a good sell-through rate on certain things. This one's kind of like borderline with the quarter zip. It's black. We're going to give it a whirl. I was okay with a 50% sell-through rate on this because I wasn't finding much. I was just trying to get in a groove of something. And I did find this pair of Jack Archer. They kind of look like golf pants in a way. It's kind of a smooth, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. You know those jackets that they're called hard shells, but they have kind of like that nylon feel to it, but it's kind of a rigid. That's what these kind of feel like, but it's just a tad softer. But the sell-through rate's really good. It's got gusset in the crotch, which is awesome for men's jeans. But these pants are, I think it's a navy blue. It's hard to tell, but I'm pretty sure they're navy blue. And the sell-through rate's really good. Oh, and I actually picked up two of them. I got one in khaki. Again, Jack Archer. The pocket bag on the inside. Jack Archer. And I thought it had a logo. Thought I saw it somewhere. Is it on the side? Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't these. Maybe it was a different brand I thought I saw. An embroidery. It was probably something else. So I'm not seeing it now. Again, the sell-through rate's pretty decent on these, so that's why I picked those up. Then I paid up a little bit for this. I'm hoping it'll pay off because it's a large size. It's this buffalo check plaid. The red and the black's really popular right now, but it is a Polo Ralph Lauren. But it's a 2XL tall. So this thing is like super long. And it's got that check lining in it. It is Polo Ralph Lauren. I think I paid $11 for it. That's kind of a little steep for something like this, but I do think I can get $35 to $40 for it. So not too bad. Buffalo check's one of the keywords for stuff like that. You have plaid, red, buffalo check, maybe lumberjack, keywords that you can use. Another one, now these are questionable, but I grabbed them because this one is a wool blend. It's made by Arrow. And I know there's a lot of Arrow shirts out there, but I haven't seen too many Arrow flannels made of wool, and they're pearl snap. So I'm gonna try it. I couldn't find nothing online. It's a wool, 85% wool. Again, it's flannel, plaid. I think that would be the tartan type of plaid. Oh, wait, I see holes now. I did bad. I didn't see them in the store. That's the problem with wool. Sometimes you can't see those little holes. So I don't know. I might sell it like this just because it is just a flannel and point out the holes. But it's tough to check for wool because wool and cashmere always seem to have like little holes in them. I looked it over pretty good, but pretty good wasn't good enough. Then I thought this was a really cool pattern for a flannel, and it's a pearl snap. This is rock and roll denim, modern fit. Sell-through rate was okay. I just really like the pattern on it, and it's a really clean. I don't think it was worn much. Just a real nice looking flannel with a cool, I'd call that, it definitely is plaid, but like the design, I don't think it's tartan. I don't know what you'd call that one because it's a little different than what I'm used to, but got that. This was in a dollar bin, so I just picked them up. I know sell-through rate ain't the great, but camo sells. This is Real Tree camo. These are women's Real Tree jeans, size 8. I didn't even look it up. I just know for $1, and I didn't see any holes or anything. Camo sells really well right now, so. And then in the same bin was these 511 Tactical, which is a good deal for $1. These are the khaki. The only thing this one had was a little, looks like an ink stain right there, which I don't care because at $1, I could still price this lower than everybody else and still get a sale on it. But yeah, 511 Tactical is a good one. And then here comes the good stuff. Well, in my opinion, not all of it's good because it's kind of weird, but I like it. I'm happy with it. Now, I'm starting to dabble a little bit more in women's clothing just because the men's clothing supply out where I live is not that great in all the thrift stores and stuff. So I was like, I need to start dabbling a little bit more. I don't like to dabble too much in women's because the return rate's higher than it would be in men's. And because I already kind of dealt with a lot of women's jeans and stuff, and I did have a high return rate. Like right now, I'm sitting at 2.5%. And I think when I was doing women's, it was as high as 4 at one point. So definitely if you're in women's clothing, you know that the return rate's a little higher. You try to do the best you can with the sizing. But I found these at first. You know, I'm not very fluent in women's clothing, especially these type of leggings and stuff. Like I didn't see anything in here at first. Now I see it, it's Prana. And I'm pretty sure that's a good brand. I picked them up, and what was really cool about this store, I went into this thrift store just looking for good stuff, and then this lady walked up and says, oh, by the way, all clothing is half off today. And I'm like, well, heck. So then it made it a little easier to pick things out, which maybe it was worse, but like I'm going to try that Prana, just see how that goes. I picked up a pair of Carhartt jeans. They're in pretty good darn shape, and they're FR. If you ever see FR, it's flame resistant. You got electricians, welders, things like that will wear them. I didn't look at the sell-through rate. I just know that FR, depending on certain brands, like Wrangler makes a Riggs workwear that's FR, flame resistant. The sell-through rate's really not that great, but you know, Carhartt's a big name right now, and I figured Carhartt mixed with an FR, and I paid, their jeans were $3, so I paid $1.50 for them. So I have a feeling I'll be fine with that. But here's a pretty cool one. Now I bought this one, I think, for my collection. Being everything was half off, I went back and picked it up. But it is a Warner Brothers fleece vest, but it's got the embroidery of Warner Brothers on there with Taz and Bugs Bunny, Daffy, the Martian, Tweety. Nothing on the back, just a simple little fleece, but it is on the Warner Brothers studio tag. So that's just going to go with my Looney Tunes stuff. I like Space Jam and Looney Tunes and stuff like that. So that's going to go with my collection. I got to wash it and everything. Well, I'm going to be washing everything. Now this was a little crazy. It was sitting there. I know I've been trying to stay away from like jumpsuits, overalls, coveralls, because they're very difficult to take pictures of, right? Because they're just so long. But this was sitting in there. It's like a snowsuit, ski suit. Really good condition. I just got to wipe the dust off of it. I mean, but if you look up this brand, Henry Charles Calcenet of Switzerland, HCC, you need to look that up, because I looked it up real quick, and obviously I don't know what the value of this is, but sold comps of $400 for these. These are vintage Swiss-made ski clothes. So that's crazy. I have to do more. I got to educate myself a little bit more about these to see how much I'm going to sell them for. But they were tagged 9, but I got them for $450. I'd be fine with $150 at that point. I'd be fine with $50. But sell-through rate was maybe 30%, but that's not bad for vintage. Vintage is tough to have a high sell-through rate. But that was a good buy, I think. I don't know this brand, but it felt good. It had logos all over it. You can see it's like a series of like triangles, if you will. And I need to look it up because I couldn't quite figure it out. It's called Halmont. But it just looks nice. It kind of gave me the Lululemon vibes, because me and my Lululemon. I don't think I've found like one piece of Lululemon in my life. Lululemon is not in my life. So I'm going to replace Lululemon with Halmont. I'm now the Halmont guy. I don't even know what it is. This could be a knockoff for all I know, but for all you Lululemon fans out there, I'm not knocking it. I just can't find it out here. Now this is an interesting piece. I probably should have passed on this, but I just couldn't resist. I mean, I might just wear this for a video. This is Ralph Lauren. This is women's. Okay. But it's a vintage tracksuit, all velvet, with the gold embroidery logo on it. It's the pants and the top. Very, very interesting. They had it at $5 for the set. I got it for $250. It's a 1X, which is a good size. I don't know. It's like this purple, like royalty purple. I'm excited about it. I might just wear this for a video. Polo Ralph Lauren, tested and approved. Nothing like dabbling in women's clothing and starting off with like these weird clothing sets. I don't know why I do this to myself. I grabbed this just because I couldn't really find sold comps on this particular style. It's called a jumper, but it's from Echo Unlimited. It's got that cool graphic on it. It's got kind of a taller neck on it. And you can see right here, extra large, Echo Unlimited jumper, cool orange. It's got some pilling, but I might be able to put the pilling shaver on there and just clean that up. But it's a really nice looking sweater. I just don't really know the value of it. I don't think the sell-through rates is great, but being it was half off, I jumped on it. Now this could very well be the find of my day. Now, did anybody count all those? Because I did not. So I don't know. Let's open this one together. I hope it's legit, because here, I'm just going to show you. Yes, that says Jnco. You're 100% right. Jnco? Some of you are like, oh my gosh, a Jnco. And other you are like, what the heck's a Jnco? Here's the tag, Jnco jeans, extra large. It's a Jnco hoodie. Here's the inside tag down by the bottom. These things, it's like Jnco jeans are big right now. They were back, in the 90s? Big deal, like skater, real wide leg jeans and stuff like that. They're called Jnco, Jnco. Well, this is one of their hoodies. And on the back, you have Jnco. If you sold comp these, now the sell-through rate is probably 200 to 300%. As long as I can verify this is either vintage or this is real, I'm guessing it's real. I maybe can get between $100 and $150 for the hoodie. Look them up. It ain't no lie, man. It ain't no lie. Jnco's a big deal right now. Jump on that Jnco train. I might just wear that Jnco with my newfound Lululemon knockoff Helmut shirt underneath. And I'll just be styling. And I'll just rip it all off and I'll have that tracksuit underneath, that purple tracksuit. I could see it now. I can just see it now. Anywho, I'm just an idiot. I don't know how many pieces that was. We could count real quick. 1, 16. So 16 pieces for $85. So if we take 85 divided by 16, we get $5.31 a piece. I'll take that any given day. Now, I'd love to just sit here and say, well, my estimated profit's going to be, I don't know what some of this stuff's going to go for. My goal is to start finding stuff that's more sell-through rate happy, like 100% would be wonderful. And again, dabble in women's just a little bit, just because I know there's just this amazing amount of women's clothing in our area. Most thrift stores are just inundated with women's clothing anyways. But the men's side of things is very slim. I prefer to sell the men's clothes just because, you know, I wear men's clothes, in case you didn't know that. And soon to be wearing women's clothes. So you're going to see me in that tracksuit. And I'm just going to sprint down the road. I don't know. I'll probably rip it. It is a 1X. It might be close. Now, stay tuned. You might just see me in something like that. You never know. All right. Thanks. See you. Bye.